Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first video of Investment Talk here with me, Justin. Um, I'm glad you're watching this. If you are, um, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is in for the long run. I'm gonna keep making future videos about all markets, research, what I'm buying, just basically fun videos like that. Obviously you don't have to follow what I'm buying. I'm not telling you what to buy. I mean, you already know the whole deal. You hear other YouTubers say, it's not financial advice, but I just want to, give my 2 cents, what I'm buying, and maybe it can, help inspire you, and you can do your own research into it as well. But so in this video, I'm going to be talking about three stocks that actually I purchased a little bit more today. Buying it on these dips is always a great thing to do. I'd rather buy a stock in the red than in the green. So especially for good, great long-term companies. So first stock here I want to talk about is Advanced Micro Devices. The ticker symbol is AMD. This stock has been extremely beaten down in the last, honestly, in the past. I mean, I'd say in about a year. About a year ago, it peaked all the way. It was up to about the two. It was over 200. So we know that this stock can run up to over 200. I remember it was about 210 to 220 range at its peak, and then ever since then, it's just been kind of. I mean, at that point, we were in a bull market with AI and tech, but ever since then, it's been falling down, and now we're honestly getting now under $100 for AMD is a very good buy. I mean, it could fall further, but I mean, already under 100 is crazy. So I mean, this chart obviously doesn't look well, but I mean, 1 year minus 53% is no one wants that. But if you're in a stock for the long run, Advanced Micro Devices is a great play. Obviously, there's a lot of fear also with it. Competing with Nvidia. Nvidia also as well is a great stock to buy right now. But I feel like I need to give AMD some attention because it has been oversold for way too long. I mean, if we look at the statistics here, look at some stats on it. We have PEs of trailing of 96. We have a PE forward of 21. We need to, look at stuff like that. If it's in the under 30 range, that could be, a good sign, right? It's well under 30. It's at 21. So AMD, there's a few articles here that I also can pull up and I'll show you in this video as to why I'm buying it as well. I am a shareholder of AMD and I'm not telling you to buy it, but this is what I got. All right, so I pulled up a Motley Fool article. It talks about here in this article why stuff like Nvidia, it's competing with Nvidia, and obviously AMD is, it's gonna have it's gonna be really tough to even overtake Nvidia. I doubt that, but think of AMD almost as a runner-up to Nvidia, and to take advantage of still the runner-up. Obviously you want to hold multiple stocks, but like they say here, 21 times forward earnings, it's a very cheap stock right now. So just right there, you're getting a good price. You're getting a great price. We also expect 23% revenue growth. If a stock has over 20% revenue growth, that's also showing it's very healthy on revenue. Over 21% in 2026. So obviously the outlook for a short, it's a medium term. Over a year is looking very well. It's a perfect buying opportunity as well. So if we zoom out, we look at the whole chart. We look here. AMD has had some problems in the past. They're not, the most prettiest chart, but we also have we have a bounce here back in, about September 2022. We've had now it drop all the way down to here. If we take a zoom out picture, because we don't want to just look at a chart for the monthly or even a year out, you want to look at charts for 5 years. An all-time chart of AMD, I mean, it's an old stock. It's been around for a long time, especially with Lisa Su as the CEO. She's been changing it, the data centers and all that stuff. The past 5 years, however, it's up 112%. A stock that's up 112%, when you compare it to the S&P 500 in the past 5 years, that's up 94%. So obviously AMD has been beaten up bad in the past year. But if we zoom out, we take a long-term approach because we don't do any, there's no trading here. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. There's a difference between being a trader and an investor. It still has it's slightly better. Obviously the S&P 500 is an unbeatable. The market's closed disgusting today. It was terrible, but yeah. So the first stock I'm buying right now is AMD. All right, guys. So the second stock is Palantir. Palantir, obviously today, as I'm recording this on March 10th, it was not a good day for Palantir. But these days like today are when you can buy a little sum. Obviously Palantir has a lot of room to still fall, but it peaked here at 120, about 125, and it's fallen now. We're at 76. So for long-term growth, with the government contracts, Palantir, they're all in. The AI boom is the future, right? AI is that. I mean, it's scary, but AI is the future. So with moments like these are great buying opportunities for long-term holds. If we take a look here at the financials, we have a year over year on Palantir of 36%. This was in December of 2024, 36%, well over that. I like to look at a stock if it has 20% year over year revenue growth. That shows it's a good sign. Palantir is a AI driven stock. It is with the hype of AI, the future, whatever the future holds. I can't guess the future, but this stock is a great long-term home. I've heard some people on YouTube say it could be even the next Microsoft. Now, obviously, all that is speculation, and speculation sometimes can kill you in investing. But we take a look out here. We're still up in the past year, up 193%. You see, the problem is people, they look at the day-to-day charts. Obviously, in the past 5 days, it's minus 8%, minus 34% last month. But these are all amazing opportunities to buy in, or DCA if you already own. If you bought up there at 120, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't buying up there at 120. It was very a little sketchy there. I mean, it was very overbought, but now that it's come down all the way here, you could have done some trimming over there around the hundreds. This is looking like a great buy as well. Palantir is another stock that I'm buying for 2025 and the future alongside of AMD as well. If you want to know some different things other than these big trillion-dollar companies, AMD and Palantir are still in that, $100 billion range of market cap. So it has a lot more room to run than NVIDIA. But let's move on to the third stock and the final stock that I'm going to be talking about in this video that I'm buying. It's another big name. We all use it. We all, get our packages from Amazon, Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. Great play here for a long-term hold as well. It peaked about a month ago. We peaked here over 250 on Amazon a little over a month ago. Now, obviously, this chart right now, in the short term, in the past month, does not look good. But if we take a look here, we take a step back a month, it's minus 16%. Okay, great buying opportunity for a company like Amazon that's been around, rich company, a lot of cash. They hold a lot of cash. Past 6 months, up 8%. Year to date, not too well. Past 5 years, 105%. Now, earlier in this video, we took a look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is up around 94%. So in the last 5 years, if you would have been holding Amazon and let's say an ETF such as VU, you'd be up slightly more on Amazon for that being 105%. Now, Amazon is a great play because a lot of people don't associate Amazon with it for some reason, I noticed, but they're in that AI play, the AI boom, the AI that is the future. This is going to be a great stock to invest in and hold long term that I am buying and picked up a little bit more today as well on this dip. Today was down minus 2%, but Amazon under 200 is crazy to me. I mean, we have a PE ratio of trailing 12 month of 35. That's only going to get better. I mean, it only has a beta of 1.19, a $2 trillion market cap, but I could easily, it's worth more than that. If we look here at the forward, is a 30, and then the trailing is 36. So obviously, that PE is getting down, which we like. We want that PE. Honestly, at 30 is still a little pushing it, but at 30 is looking better. It's looking at a better price. So I pulled up an article here on Nasdaq.com. It says here that it's a slam dunk buy. That's what they're calling it, I guess, a slam dunk buy. Amazon is phenomenal. It's there's a lot of fear in the market right now, so these are opportunities to buy these stocks for long-term growth. We like to see these companies taking advantage of AI. We see here also in the article that Amazon Web Services is aggressively incorporating generative AI solutions into its platform. So with this boom of AI, it's only going to allow Amazon to, you know, take advantage of these long-term, AI growth and take advantage of this and in return make the company more money, make other people more richer, make the billionaires more richer. So why don't we try to, get a little piece of it? If a company's growing, let's invest, right? This is the stuff we like to see here. When a company like this is down 2.36% on the day, and in the last month down 16% and had a peak, and then we know it can run up to around that 250 range. We've seen it before. We're just in a fear market right now, with all the Trump tariffs and all that stuff. So we need to take advantage of these for long term because we're not going to be in this, bear market forever, right? I want you guys to take a look at this. The S&P 500, for example, no matter what happens, every single time, you dip, you get scared, you cut out, you sell. Look what just happens if you would have held on into these, top 500 publicly traded companies. You'd be higher than you were this time 5 years ago. We look at 5-year charts here. I mean, 1-year charts, 5-year charts. Yes, you can look at, shorter term charts, but if you're in a company for the long term, you want to like zoom out, take a look. But yeah, so give it a recap. 3 stocks I'm buying. Not telling you what to buy, to hold, what to sell, but Amazon, Palantir, AMD. Those are the 3 stocks right now that I think are, they're dropping fast and they're ready to be picked up. Obviously, there's more room for them to fall, but that's why, you slowly DCA, maybe put in, depending on how much money you have, obviously, you do what you can tolerate. $50 a week, $20 a week, whatever you want. But I'm not telling you to do that. But, for long-term growth, for that financial freedom, it's good buys right now for stuff, especially with this market crash and the fear. So buy the fear. That's all I got to say. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be posting again very soon, and it's the first video on this channel, so it's only gonna, go up from here. So hope you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, stick with it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next investment talk. Peace out.